Right guys, welcome back to the channel. So today what we are going to be doing is going over how to get a perfect mix on Spotify. This is actually a lot easier than you think. I primarily mix on my laptop speakers, so if you haven't got like crazy equipment like these, then don't worry, you don't need them. So today we're going to be mixing on these, which are actually like £2 earphones. So if you're new here, I do like beat videos and beat tips and things like that, and I'm also on like 70 subs, so please help me. Right, so now we are in Logic. So I've just got this beat pulled up here, which is my 280th beat today. That's a lie. So this is the beat we got.
Okay.
Do you know what? We're gonna do this with a lo-fi beat because it'll be easier. So let's see what this one is here.
I love you.
So I'm just going to show you a very easy way with this lo-fi song. So this mix sounds perfect to me. So what I'm going to do is there's only like 2 tracks, so I'm just going to mess them up. Then we're just going to remix it. I'm doing this in earphones, but this technique definitely works. It's just if you're not using these £2 earphones. By now, if you've been making songs or beats, you're probably familiar with reference tracks. So we're going to be using that. So for Spotify, the reference track we're going to use is from something from Spotify. What I'm going to do is just pick like my favorite lo-fi artist, or just any song that you just like really like the mix of. Now we know that track sounds good on Spotify. What we're going to do is just go to YouTube and just download it. So here it is, just illegally downloading it. Nope, Anna, I don't want to see anything. Right, so that has been downloaded. So now what we're going to do is throw this into Logic. So now this is what we've got. So this is a huge thing when you're coming to mixing. So what I like to do is after I've got all the components of my track, is I select them all and go to here, and we're just gonna put what's on the master channel, which is here. We're just gonna put this on its own bus. So we're just gonna select all these here and right click, and I've just put it onto bus 16. So this is my master track, so if you have, no matter what you normally put on your mixer, just route that to its own bus. So now all these tracks are going to its own bus. So the reason why we're doing this is because now we've pulled in the reference track, we don't want the master to be applied to this. So this is just exactly what we downloaded, not processed or anything, and this is what we're going to be using as our reference track. So the first place I start is with the melody, because it's going to be the main thing. Find a loud part of the melody. So like there. I'm just going to line it up with our own sample. So there. So now what I'm going to do is just pull these together and then open up the mixer, and then if I play my sample with the reference track, you'll see the volume difference. So mine was blasted through the roof. So we're going to try and get these to somewhat similar levels. Right, so like there. So you want to do more listening than just like visuals, but the visuals sort of gets you in like the right spot. So it could come up a little bit. So that is good. So now we're going to listen to the reference track for when the drums come in. So we're just going to pull this again, and I'm going to line this up with when the drums come in. So there. So now we're going to use these 2 bars or 3 bars here, and we're going to just try and match them with our own mix. So now we've got the sample here and we've got our drums. So that is essentially gain staging, which is basically the most important part of mixing. If there's more elements, you can just do the same with that. We've got this bell here. So we're just gonna wait for everything to come in, and then we're just gonna try and like gain stages in by ear. So around that's pretty good. And now we're gonna compare it to the reference track. Right, so that's sounding pretty good to me. So what I'm gonna do is just bounce it. So I'm just going to bounce a little bit of the beginning. So we're just gonna bounce that out as a WAV. And now we're just gonna drag that in and basically just compare it to the Spotify one. So now we're gonna look if they're both hitting around the same in the mixer. As you can see here, they're both hitting around the same level, not one's like peaking high. So this is essentially how to gain stage. It's really not that hard. Just use your ears and just watch the levels. Normally I do my first mixes on my laptop speakers, as most people are going to be listening to on like phones and laptops, so you want it to sound good on that. I'd say gain stage first on laptop speakers, and then put on like headphones and earphones to check like other things like basses and stuff like that aren't sounding all crazy. And yeah, that is pretty much it actually. So that is pretty much it for the video. This was essentially just going over gain staging. This was basically making a perfect mix for Spotify. Follow me on Instagram @Maizy, and yeah, thanks for watching.